Thank you. Thank you. Settle down. Settle down. I would like for you to take a second to think about something that cannot be stopped. Good. Now, whenever I ask people to do that exercise, some people think of a rocket. Some think of a steamliner coursing through the waves of the ocean. Others think about a freight train. But what I find remarkable is that no one ever stopped to think about the one entity that is more powerful than all of these things combined. You. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Unstoppable, and I teach people how to be unstoppable through what I call my Mind of Steel system. But before I get into that system, let me tell you how I earned the name Mr. Unstoppable. I cheated death. See, I was 2 months premature. I want you to think of the size of a Coca-Cola can. That's how tiny I was. The doctor said to my mom, that baby ain't gonna make it. Within 48 hours, he's gonna be dead. You guys see how that turned out. Fast forward 2 decades later, and I was diagnosed with a chronic illness with no cure. I beat that too. If that is not impressive, I was able to overcome abject poverty and become a professional soccer player. Now, if you're still not impressed, here's what happened to me in my most recent past. I lost millions of dollars, lost my home, could not provide for my family. It was tough. So, let's recap. Cheated debt, beat a chronic illness, overcame poverty, became a soccer player, lost millions of dollars, my home, could not provide for my family. How was I able to do all of this? Because I developed a systematic way of thinking. It's all about your mindset, and here's where my Mind of Steel comes into play. With my Mind of Steel, you learn to be resilient, tenacious, and to operate at the one level where all successful people operate at, living with courage and purpose. Let me introduce you to Laura. Laura lost her husband. He walked out of the marriage, leaving her with 2 small kids. She was all alone. 5 months after that, she lost her job. She was fired. I met with Laura. She decided that, you know what, I want to try this Mind of Steel business that you're talking about. Let's work with it. In a few short years, Laura not only put herself to school and her kids, but she also created her own school herself. See, Laura's a teacher. She created her own school. She says to me, Derian, you came along at the right time with your Mind of Steel system. I was about to throw in the towel. I wanted to give up. I wanted to kill myself because it was too much. She says, but thanks to you, I'm now thriving. Now let's take Peter. Now Peter is a very talented guy. He wanted to be a stockbroker. But his issue was he had family pressures. They wanted him to get a regular job. Peter decided that, you know what, I'm going to do nothing. He didn't work with me. He didn't hire someone else. Peter did nothing. I saw Peter 2 months ago. I said, Peter, how is that business going? How you know, you're teaching people how to invest in the stock market, right? He says, Derian, unfortunately, no. I haven't been doing that at all. He says, see, my family wanted me to get a regular job, and now I'm living like lots of unsuccessful people without purpose. My question to you is, who would you rather be, Laura or Peter? If you're ready to be like Laura and become unstoppable and live the life that you've always desired by developing resiliency, tenacity, courage, please contact me at Derian@DerianTuitt.com or click this button on this page and you will be directed to me personally. Thank you for your time.